Good morning to each and every one of you. Not a long silent start this morning, and that's because I want to share with you a spectacular sky that's in the opposite direction. Have a look at this sky this morning waking up. Beautiful reflections. Oh my goodness, I love this west coast for reflections for sure. Beautiful, beautiful place. Just a stunning sky this morning. Spectacular. Good morning to each and every one of you, and welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados, and congratulations on making your weekend. I'm sure on Monday many of you were saying to yourself, I don't know how I'm going to make it to this weekend, but you've made it, so you don't have to worry, you know. Everything one day at a time. We take each challenge on bit by bit, and we work our way through all of them. We just do it together as a united front. Have friends and family and loved ones that will help us get through if we have very difficult times. Just remember that none of us are in this world alone. Good morning to you all again. Now there's some wavering signal strengths in this area, so I'm hoping that this is one of the good ones, because it does run about and fluctuate quite a bit between here and slightly north of where we are, and then it gets really good. So I'm hoping this is clear. Hoping you're enjoying the beautiful scenery of the west coast. Directly in front of us, I just met the gentleman there that runs it. He's called Reggie, and that's called the Real Jamaican Jerk Shop. So if you're coming down the west coast, I guess by now you may know where we are. I'll keep that a mystery a little bit longer, and then I'll get back to that. If I forget, just remind me in my comments later on, Nicholas, you forgot to tell us where this place is, and then we'll get back to that for sure. Let me keep the mystery a little bit more. Let us say our Serenity Prayer, and then we're going to take a little 360, and then we're going to come back here, and if memory doesn't fade, I will remind ourselves where we are located. Okay, so if you'd like to join us on the Serenity Prayer, please do so. Anyone else, we will be back with you in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Good morning to you all. Mr. Hunt, 100 out of 100, buddy. The scorecard just ticks on it all the time. Yeah, I know you know this island so well, so I would expect you to know exactly where we are every morning. But one of these mornings, I can trick you. I can look at the horizon, and I can look for a day when somewhere doesn't look normal. I can see what you can do. So, you know, be up for the challenge. I know you certainly are. All right. As I said before, this is Reggie's Real Jamaican Jerk. He actually has a Jamaican accent, so authentic Jamaican cooking. I'm sorry, I almost said Bajan cooking, but he's in Barbados, so authentic Jamaican in Barbados cooking authentic Jamaican food. Something along that line anyhow. All right, we're just to the north of Gibbs Bay, Thunder Bay, Tropicana Bay, known by many different names. The original name was Tropicana. That's the surf break, and that was named after a hotel that was set up in that area. Then it became Gibbs Bay, and now it's more popularly known as Thunder Bay. All of the same place. Now tomorrow, we probably would not be able to be in the sea at all, because sea conditions are looking as though there's going to be a little north swell moving in. A little bit of east on it, but I would think it would get around to the north, to the west coast for sure. So there should be a nice swell somewhere on this line tomorrow. It is just so beautiful down here. I'm going to give you a water skim in the opposite direction now. Please enjoy this here. Here we go. absolutely stunning. I don't think I have to explain to you why we like to refer to down here as swimming in the reflections. That is pretty obvious in the 360. Anywhere we turn, but except for looking at the homes, of course, all you're seeing are reflections. The glows off of the sky. Absolutely beautiful this morning. Stunning conditions down here on the west. A little bit of a swell moving through, and this is a high tide surge, I would rather call it as right now. I don't think the swell has actually started to come in. So that's why we were skimming a little bit off of the water just now. Just trying to keep the equipment dry, of course. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Well, good morning to all of you all. Now, I know this morning you may have seen me in the sea, and you may have been saying to yourselves, he's showing off. You're 100% right. I just want to let you know that I am allowed 5%, and sometimes I search for 10% teas. As I tell you all already, I bring this beauty for you, but I have to allow myself just a little bit of room to tease, and that way I can get you to come to Barbados and reprimand me for this terrible thing that I'm doing. So it's just a beautiful day here. If you want to come here and quarrel with me, I don't take quarrelings online. I don't really pay them any attention whatsoever. Delete, just ignore, pass beyond, roll by, scroll the mouse. Doesn't make a difference. So if you want to quarrel with me, you got to come to Barbados to do so. So you know what to do today? Call your travel agent. Tell her that idiot in Barbados, I'd rather say Poppy in Barbados, has decided to do something that I've got to go there and reprimand him for. Come on down. I don't mind the licks. I will meet you on the beach, whichever beach you tell me, or better yet, come to my home beach and quarrel with me. That's fine. Even more comfortable there for sure. It's just a beautiful day here. I love the west coast. I've come on the west side this morning because we had some, on the satellite charts, we had some lowish clouds moving in from the east over like the south of the island, looking like the general east and south of the island. So I decided to come down into this section here. I also saw a lot of wind, although the wind charts are not saying it. When I checked Dina's bar this morning on the web camera, I was seeing the coconut trees down there doing a dog, or Dixie, whichever way you want to call it. And therefore I said, well, I wasn't going to go to the east side this morning, which was my original intentions, or to the southeast side. We will come down onto the west. And I'm so happy that we have done so. Look at this cloud formation. Just beautiful. Now, for those of you who do not know, I'm sure everyone on here does know, but just in case we do have the one or two people that are not familiar with it, we have web cameras set up all around this island. I will put up a link later on if you're not familiar with it, or if someone could put it up, just so everyone else can see, maybe in this chat, that they'll be able to follow this island when they're overseas. When we're not vlogging, of course, because when we're vlogging, you're supposed to be paying attention to this vlog. So I just want to let you know that this is where you're supposed to be at this time of morning. Anytime after we are finished, have an enjoyment of the island via webcam. But for now, please stick with me. Let us spend some time with our friends and loved ones. Let us share our care and kindness with everyone. Some of you that may be on here this morning are struggling. Some of you may be having a very difficult time in your all's lives. Remember, these things will pass. All you have to do is keep the faith and keep positive. It is very difficult to keep positive when you're feeling down. But if you can find something around you, look at your pet. That's a gift from God for you. This morning I have my little cat with me. I won't tell you a lie. I'm missing my angel. Of course I'm missing my angel. But I don't grieve over her, because I know she's fine. I know it's God's will that I am going through right now. And God has given me Spazzy Cat, aka the Ninja Cat, to keep all my attention and keep all of my love. And every morning I cuddle with her, and every morning I thank God for giving me her as a companion. So I have turned to an animal. Then when I open my eyes and I go outdoors, I look at the sky and I thank God for this beauty. I look at all the plants around me. I thank God for the greenery. There's some places this morning that are looking at brown sand all over, deserts, no water, no electricity, nothing. So I always have something to be grateful for. Now this is a flat spot, so I'm going to go through it fairly quickly, because this morning I saw a fairly high signal reading here. Not what we want. We want the lower signal numbers. We're up in like 104 this morning, 105 in this section, which is not good. Anything under 100 is usually good. So we're going to scatter and go through here. Now the last time I was down here, I could not remember the name of this property. I knew the name of the property adjacent to it on the roadside as being Green Sleeves, but as I tell you all the time, our family, good morning, our family is so knowledgeable, and sometimes we need to dip into their knowledge and wisdom. So Mr. Hunt, thank you. Green Sleeves Beach property, a beautiful, beautiful section. Now have a look at these reflections from here. Just look at this west coast of Barbados. Any of you west coasters that are on board, they're south coast people, east coast people, and west coast people. That may sound so strange, but they're people who like the conditions and the environment, the atmosphere around certain areas. There's some people that are diehard west coasters that will never stay on the south coast or anywhere else. They will come to the west coast, no matter where in the west coast it may be. They usually have their favorite beaches and stuff that they'll go to, but they will come to the west coast. Just like the south coast people, same thing. South coast people will not come down the west and stay. And those in the east, well, they're not going anywhere because they like the nature. They like natural, quiet Barbados. They like to enjoy the scenery of over on the eastern side. So the island has everything. This basically summarizes what I was saying. We have everything here in Barbados. No matter what your desire, no matter what your wishes are, your preferences, you will find it here in Barbados. I mean, look, I don't like grape trees, and there are grape trees all over this island. But some place I could go and I don't see any at all. Saw one just now, so my morning's like changed a little bit. Can't really beat this beauty down here though. I mean, the west coast, I would have to say the west coast is probably some of the longer beaches, but the better beaches for me are south. I like the south. I love the south. I like the little coves and little sections. I like it down here, of course, because I will walk down here and stuff, but I like up on my south coast side. Born and raised on the south, so of course I'm going to enjoy that. Just to give you a little visual of what this property looks like. Just beautiful. I'm going to walk you a little bit above this fence in here, because I know that my conductor would give me authority to do so today. So Mr. Conductor, as you can see, there are plenty of security cameras watching us right here on this pole, and we are also watching them. Good morning to all of you all. Beautiful, beautiful beachfront property. Absolutely stunning. Now this is high end. This is as beautiful as it gets for sure. The trees in around this area mainly manchineel, so you don't want to be caught under these when it's raining. There are some drizzles today, but I have my umbrella. You know, I have my rain shield, so it's not a problem. But this property, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. If you're looking for something like this, you know where to come now for sure. Directly in front of it, hardly any beach whatsoever. But as you can see, they've spent a fortune in building this walkway that goes around this property. So kudos to them on giving us access from one beach to the other. At one time you would have walked here on the sand. That was a while ago. That's not, I don't know if it'll ever happen again, but it's certainly not going to happen immediately or in the very near future. Low tide, you would be able to walk majority of this section here where we're walking on the beach, because it does go back quite a bit. But you wouldn't be able to go the entire way without going into the water, even if it's just ankle or shin deep. Going back over here to this property just for a little bit longer. Now tomorrow, if this swell picks up, you really think it's going to pick up. You ought to see the security down here, so you know, you can understand this is tight security in this section. So that comes along with the cost and the dollar figure, of course. But as I was mentioned, this walkway goes right around the property. As you can see, there are sections here that there is no way even low tide would allow you to walk around. So this is a lovely, lovely advantage that we have here. Tomorrow, if the swell does pick up, we won't be able to do this too comfortably, because when these swells hit this walkway area here, or this protective wall, it will be splashing right up. You'll see some water on the top section already, and it's small, but when it gets big out here, this whole section here, you would have to really tiny sets to come around here if you want to stay dry for sure. It's a long walkway as well, so you really have to know the swells pretty well. Now not years ago, actually when we started these live vlogs, I've been down to this beach hundreds of times by boat, by walking, by driving and coming to this beach. This was one of my haunts in my late teens, the Gibbs Mullins area. He was a real West Coast person at that time, but not living on the West Coast, but I liked the party atmosphere that was on the West at that time for sure. This is Gibbs Bay. Gibbs Beach itself, just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Now I remember when I started these vlogs here, a friend of mine, Josh, told me, man, Nick, you want to do Gibbs Beach. I said, Josh, well, I can get over there by you, man. You know, I can get over by you. He said, man, it's the most beautiful beach in the world. Well, you know, for me, that will never be the case. But it is a gorgeous beach for sure. This is one prime beach and prime bay in the island. When we walked down here earlier on in our vlogs, earlier in the year, like around when all the COVID protocols were in place and lots of people were not traveling because of the COVID situation. When we walked down here, you wouldn't have seen a beach chair on this beach whatsoever. Yeah, if you look back, you will see that as well. And if you are looking on the camera, I'm going to wave good morning to you all right now and say hello to you all, and I'm going to continue my walk now. But as things have slackened and as restrictions have been reduced, and as people are just getting sick and tired of locking themselves away in their homes and are beginning to get all their vaccines and venture out, you're seeing more and more of the villas opening up. More and more of the facilities are being offered to these villas coming in place. Beach umbrellas, beach bars, beach chairs, just beautiful. These are some stunning, stunning properties. Don't want to go too close to the property, but I surely do want to show you. Majority of these villas you're seeing here are up for rental. A couple of them are private dwellings as well, but majority of them are up for rental. Beautiful morning. Wind is out of the northeast. I can feel it barely coming around the corner here now, so I do know there's a little bit of north in it. That could just be because of the clouds and stuff. Because the directions this morning is telling us it will be out of the east and a little bit of north, but feels it's coming up the coastline here, so it's beautiful. But we can go in the sea again because we need to take another sea bath. So let me put down my stuff here and let us venture. Aren't these clouds spectacular? The higher the sun comes, how it's changed. Originally we were seeing the orange cast on the top of them. We're now seeing the orange is beginning to disappear. There's a little bit still on the horizon, but you'll see that's being replaced now with more of a white cast. Just beautiful. Drop off down here this morning, big. I would say big. This is it. I'll show you it now. It's just the initial one. Where we were just now, up around the corner where we started, very big. Here, it actually has some different levels that are going on, so it's more like a step-in situation. But it does get deep quite quickly, so if you're on the west coast, just remember, you know, getting in might be a lot easier than getting out. So just take your time. Always ask for help if you need it. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. We all have to ask for help in one way or another. That is what we're all put here for, to help each other. Love your brother, man, or your neighbor as you would love yourself. I'm not sure who is on the island today, but if you're on the island, you can see that it is waiting on you to enjoy it today. So don't waste the day. If you have the opportunity to get outdoors today, you're not working here, or if you're not online doing work online or whatever, please get outside and try and enjoy some of this. It is just gorgeous this morning. Sea conditions, I'll explain it to you a little bit. I can't tell you sea temperature. All I can tell you, it is very, very comfortable. There's really no chill to the sea whatsoever, because there are very light winds down here. It's not chilly when you go under and come up either. It is really, really comfortable, really beautiful this morning. And I'm gonna let you listen to some of the peace I'm listening to right here in the ocean. Listen to these birds enjoying themselves and just the natural surroundings. Here we go. See why I like to say beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Barbados. It needs to be said 3 times. That's why I like to say good morning 3 times, or most of the time 3 times, because it's such a beautiful morning, and I give so much thanks to God for giving me life this morning. You know, the first thing I got this morning and said was, God, thank you for life. Then I said, please continue to grant me with the blessings that you do, that I can bring the beauty of Barbados and your words to everyone that views us this morning. There are my 2 start-off prayers every morning, because the journey I'm on is not a journey that Nicholas Dean is on. It's a journey that God has me on. He gives me the knowledge, the wisdom, the feeling, and the words to say. So, you know, this is something that I don't come or script or write or anything. You know, I will just talk my usual junk. But God blesses me with some kind of wisdom and knowledge that I'm able to share. And I have the ability that He's given me to show you the beauty of Barbados through my eyes. I'm not just giving you still shots. I'm not just giving you a video with an override of music or anything like that. I'm actually telling you how I feel and how I experience and what life is like here. That is true Barbados. Okay, enough of that sea bath for now. We may take another one later on. We have a big beach here, so we see how that goes. But I just want to make my way back out of the section again. Really a beautiful morning. We have some construction going on here. That's one thing on the west coast. It is forever upgrading, modifying. Always a restoration going on somewhere on one of the villas. Properties down here, well, I'm speaking under correction, but I can't think of anywhere else in the island that sells and resells as many times as the west coast. Every time you drive on the west coast, you always see for sale signs up. And you know what? They're only up for a short period of time, because before they can actually go up and the real estate agent can get their sign up, they're gone. And you can understand why. If you have money, why would you not want to buy a property down here on this beautiful west coast of the island? It is really beautiful down here. Just stunning conditions. As you'll see, all of the beach chairs out, loungers, people getting ready for the day. You can see the kind of classy villas are up here, the beautiful structures. You know, all of them have big decks on them and elevated views that they can look out over their privacy hedges at the sunsets and at the beach, etc. Just beautiful down here. Let's see if we can catch a couple of Bajans here now. See if he'll talk to me. I don't want to put the camera on and make me unconscious or conscious of it, so 1 minute. Good morning to you all. How are you all this morning? Would you all like to say hello to my friends from all over the world? We broadcast into a big spiritual group. We just want to say hi to Barbados and Barbadians. Would you all say hello to them for me? Wonderful. Just 1 minute. Let me come up a little closer so you all can introduce yourselves. Turn on my microphone so people can hear you as well. I'm doing everything high end. How are you this morning?
I am good, and you?
I'm wonderful, thanks.
Welcome to Barbados, Janice.
Hi, Janice. Well, I'm Bajan, but I have hundreds of people on here. Well, a lot of people on here that are not Bajans, some that have been here 20, 30, 40 times, but we're showing them Barbados, the beauty of Barbados through my eyes. Janice, I'm just going to go with your friend here who is in the background. Hello, how are you?
I am good, I'm good.
And what's your name, please?
Jeanette.
Jeanette.
Yes, please.
Janice and Jeanette, 2
Yes,
J's. J. Wonderful. Action. Okay, I'm going to give you a card so that you will be able to follow us on Facebook, because I can see the way that you all are and your all's personalities and the way you've welcomed us, that you all are who we would like to go with us in our family. We are known as the EMC Family, and we do this every morning from around the island. Every morning, but Wednesday and Sunday, we do daybreak, sunrises, usually like 15 minutes. People can watch the sun come up and listen to the beautiful ocean. You can share this with other Jay as well for me. Wonderful. Okay, so if you look on Facebook this morning, on the address that you see there, you will be able, perfect, your time, wonderful. We are calling these our Valentine treats. They were originally our Christmas cards, they were then our New Year's cards, then there were our Errol Walton Barrow gift packs, and they're now known as our Valentine's treats, so Valentine love treat. So our Valentine's love treat to you all ladies today. Have a wonderful time, and thank you so much for saying hi to my friends. Absolutely. That's something you showed them this morning, especially when I had on the orange tinge on it and stuff. Wasn't that beautiful?
Yes.
Wonderful.
So
well,
we call this we catching a fish, a lot of fish.
There's a fish sky.
Yes.
Wonderful.
When you see it like this,
right,
the fish are catching.
Wonderful.
Fish and everything. You tipping me?
Of course I am. We're taping you. Of course, you have knowledge that you're sharing with
The
everyone.
fish is catching, flying fish, and everything's catching. So
Right.
when you see it like that,
Right.
right?
Okay, I'm going to show me Sky when we finish filming you first, because today you are our movie star. And you know, when you all get home, you all have a look at the Facebook. Listen on that card there.
No
If you see the
problem.
word warrior and you are fearful about that word, don't be fearful. That's a warrior for peace, love, happiness, and love and
Exactly,
kindness.
yes.
You know, what we have been doing for a year now is bringing happiness and hope to people who have seen some very dark times. You know,
Yes.
so please join us. We would love to have you all on
No
with us
problem,
on
no
Facebook.
problem.
We're on every morning except for Wednesday and Sunday. As I said, we come on around 6 o'clock. I put up a preamble on our Facebook. Then our team, because we do a virtual tour as well,
Yes.
our driver from overseas, our conductor, our can ladies, our head cheerleader, and they will then start to stimulate you with love, care, and joy. And then I start to do my mouth licking around 6:15 and have a good day, okay? Thanks
You
so much,
too.
JJ. You'll have a wonderful
You're
day,
welcome.
okay?
And enjoy and
Thanks.
be safe.
Wonderful. Thanks very much. All right, guys. So there again, another example of the amazing Bajan hospitality that you will get when you come here. I keep telling everyone, and people laugh at me sometimes, but I say to people, come to Barbados to meet a friend. The scenery is just an extra bonus for you. So it is that straight and that honest. Going back in, it gives me a little lick sometimes. We're good to go. All right, this is the sky here that they were saying is a fish catching sky. I know there are quite a few old fishermen on here. And when I say old, I don't mean ancient as in age. I mean knowledgeable and been around a long time in the fishing industry and stuff. I know they live overseas now. So good morning. All right. Well, we did lose signal there for a couple of seconds. Hopefully we're not in that flat spot anymore. Hopefully this has not been too pixely, because I really want you all to have enjoyed the time that we spent with those ladies, the happiness and the kindness that was just radiating off of them. You know, that is what is just the amazing thing about here. You know, it's not just someone that's giving you a sales pitch or anything. These people want to talk to you about the sky, you know, want to talk to you about peace and love. You know, that is what I love. That is why I like 6 o'clock, especially because the people in the morning are all happy just to be alive, to be given this life. In case we fade out again, just in case, I'm going to go in the water for a swim. So if we fade, we can be fading in the swim. You know me, I don't like to go on too long if we start to lose connection. So if we do lose connection again, we may not come back, and then again we may. So is you know, if you have the time to stick on for a few seconds, that would be great. We should be okay here. When I was coming on, I didn't get a flat spot there. I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe I was switching cell towers, which is very possible, because there's another cell tower down by Mullins Beach itself, and it's very possible that it was changing over from one cell tower to the other. That is a possibility. Just a beautiful morning. All right, I'm going to take you for another water skin this morning. I hope you enjoy this here with me. Now, I am sure you didn't just hear the waves lapping on the shore that tends to just calm us and relax us and let us feel the peace of this west coast. I'm sure you also heard the birds singing, the queen of the wood doves. Just beautiful this morning. Nature at its absolute best. Even on a coastline where there are villas, etc., you can hear the peace and the serenity that we are experiencing down here this morning. God, thank you for my life. Thank you for the lives of my friends. Thank you all for coming and joining me this morning. Your companionship in the morning and your company means so much to me. You know, it starts my morning off the way it's supposed to start. So for Friday, you all take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. Live and love life. But most of all, please stay safe. Remember, God wants us to protect our vessels, because if our vessels are not in good condition, we can't carry His word, His peace, His light. You all have an amazing day, everyone. I love you all. And if you are in Barbados, I'm going to be on Worthing Beach, definitely on Sunday. Well, God's spare life, of course. I hope to be on Worthing Beach for the entire day. And I will be around the place here and there for the next couple of days. But as you know, when I finish these vlogs, it's time to go home and love people that have given me love throughout the entire morning. I can sit down and read all of your comments. I can go through the vlog and see exactly where you're commenting, where you're oohing and eyeing, where you were laughing, and share the morning with you. So for the next 6 hours or so, that is exactly what I'll be doing, spending the day with you. So thank you again for being online. Thank you for taking your time out to come with me on a morning, because I know there are a lot of things that you could be doing. And really, thank you so much for the energy, the positive energy that you all create in these rooms. All of these are rooms from God. Every day we go out, we go into a different room. And these are places that I find God, and that I know you find your light. So have a positive day, everyone. Love your fellow man. But remember, you have to love yourself first. Forgive your fellow man. You know, forgive his trespasses. But remember, you have to forgive yours first. No, you can't forgive anybody. If you don't know the power of forgiveness for yourself and the power of love for yourself, how can you possibly carry it to anyone else? Have a great day. Love you all. Take care. Be safe. I'm going to leave you this beautiful view of JJ and their bay for today. Have a great day, everyone.